Skip Bayless. ESPN did not consult with me. Again, they didn't have to. But in fairness and in the interest of transparency to the viewers out there, the listeners out there, my contemporaries in this business, and everybody else in between, had they asked me, I would have said the same thing that ESPN said. Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, together as partners, working across from each other on a debate show, is over. It's been over. And this is not the first time I've said it. There's no negativity or shade being thrown on Skip Bayless. I have moved on. When I arrived on First Take, it was courtesy of Skip Bayless. And for those out there who say who wants to say he saved my career, I got no problems with it. Because even though I was back by the time he asked me to come on First Take, I was restricted to radio. I wasn't allowed on television. And if it wasn't for Skip Bayless giving me the opportunity along with Jamie Horowitz, who knows where I'd be. Fair enough. But that time is a far cry from me being where I am today, where I've been for years, and also serving as the executive producer of First Take. Not to mention having my own platform here that I own and operate 100%. So I'm not throwing any shade or anything on Skip Bayless. I'll always have love for him. He'll always be a brother to me. But I'm not telling you anything that anybody hasn't heard me say before. I'm past all of that. I'm past all of that. And me connecting and reigniting things with Skip Bayless is not what I want my future to be. That was a past that I'll always celebrate and be appreciative of. But that ain't where I'm at now. I got bigger plans for myself that don't include him nor anybody else as a partner. I got bigger plans for myself in terms of what I do, what I want to do with my life. And one of these days, folks are going to learn to listen to me in terms of what I say about me, because I don't lie to y'all. Yes, First Take, I'm here. But I told you I also wanted to produce content. I told you that I wanted to do a little acting. Think I'm on General Hospital by accident? The soap opera General Hospital. I'm on there, have a recurring role. Character's name is Brick, surveillance expert for the mob. It's what I do. I told you I wanted to have my own platform. This is the Stephen A. Smith Show. I told you I wanted to produce content. I got a docuseries on ESPN Plus right now. I got a drama series that I've developed that you'll be hearing about in weeks. I got other content that I'm creating. You know what else I told y'all? I'm interested in new talent, discovering and developing. Because right here on the Stephen A. Smith Show, you know what's going to happen in the future? Not me, y'all. The ones out there that chirp and talk and all of this other stuff about what you can do and how you feel and what your opinions are. You don't understand. I want you to succeed. I want to find the next star. I want to find the next abundance of stars, male and female, black, white, Hispanic, and everything in between. I want to be someone who develops content, that creates and builds in the years to come. I want that to be a part of my legacy. If I can pull it off. You got people out here fantasizing about being on the air. You know what I fantasize about? Spike Lee, Tyler Perry, Antoine Fuqua, Jerry Bruckheimer, Dick Wolf.
Yeah. Big JTV, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and bruh. At this point, do we got to put the ether beat right behind Stephen A? Like, he's basically saying F Skip Bayless. F FS4 Sports 1. He's saying F everybody, man. Let me make this perfectly clear, abundantly clear for y'all in the back. I believe Stephen A is lying. I think he's lying. I think he's big capping. I believe that ESPN, Disney, whatever, boss, manager, whoever, hit him up and asked him his thoughts about Skip coming back to ESPN. And he said, hell no. He didn't just reveal this on his podcast right away. That's cap. That's big cap. He capping out of his mind. But look, it doesn't matter if he's capping or not. I think that strategically, this is a bad move. Strategically, this is a bad move. Now, keep in mind, the peak, apex, the prime of First Take was Stephen A. and Skip Bayless between the years of, I believe, 2014. Maybe even earlier than that, 2011 till about 2016, 2017. At that point, when things got switched up and Max Kellerman came in, I'm not even going to cap, Max Kellerman was not good for this show. Why was he not good for this show? He was not a hot take artist. Other than I'll take Iguodala, which was not a bad take, by the way. Well, actually, in history, it actually proves to be a very good take because in general, Steph Curry is not clutch. His team goes up like 30 points. The Golden State Warriors used to go up 30 points, and Curry didn't have to be clutch. Curry was riding the bench, and the other bench players were in the game because the Golden State Warriors were up 30. In clutch moments, Andre Iguodala was better. And guess what? KD was better in clutch moments. That's why during most of Steph Curry's dynasty in the Warriors, he was not a finals MVP. That was not a mistake by NBA voters, bro. If you watched the game, you knew what it was. So other than Max Kellerman giving that Andre Iguodala take and saying the Tom Brady cliff theory, do we remember Max for a lot? No, we don't. It is very simply said, no, we do not. Why do we not remember Max Kellerman for a lot? Very simple. Max Kellerman was not a hot take artist. He was not a troll. He's a very serious man. You know what I mean? And maybe some kind of rapping abilities that Max Kellerman had. But you weren't tuning into must-watch TV when Max Kellerman was on. That was not what was happening. That's why the better show was Undisputed with Shannon and Skip. Skip. Yeah, Skip Bayless. See, there's something about chemistry, man. There's something about two people pairing up and making something happen. And it's hard to replicate. That's why all these shows, all these show producers, they do all kinds of switch-ups and changes and partnerships until something works. And when something works, it brings something called the ratings. When you have ratings, that brings revenue. Revenue is the manyan. And I've said this from day one, it's all about the manyan. And guess who knows this very well? Stephen A. Smith. And that's why, again, I'm a little surprised that he is not receptive or he outwardly rejected having Skip Bayless come to ESPN. And when I say he rejected it, I literally mean that he put a stop to it. See, people don't understand, or maybe they do, but I'll say most people don't understand the power that Stephen A. Smith has. Stephen A. has a lot of power there at ESPN, man. He has a lot of power there. So much so that by next year, he's going to be signed to a borderline $25 to $28 million a year contract. Just to give y'all perspective, man, Klay Thompson wanted about a $25 to $28 million contract from the Golden State Warriors. Warriors were like, hell no, and then Klay took his ass to Dallas. Stephen A. Smith is going to make that in 2026, laughing and trolling the Dallas Cowboys. I want y'all to just take that in. As crazy as that sounds, because the Cowboys are not going to win. So Stephen A. is going to be doing that for the amount of money that Klay Thompson, an active athlete, is asking. By the way, he's making more money than Saquon Barkley a year. That's more money than a top 5 running back in the league right now. He's making more money than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry plays for he'll be making more money than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry plays for the Baltimore Ravens. By the way, shout out to my Ravens for signing Reggie Jackson. We're going to have a great secondary this year. I'm very excited for it. What I'm talking about here is that this would be TV gold to have Stephen A. and Skip joined again. Now, on pure ego reasons, on pure personality reasons, it is a horrible matchup because you have now the student who has surpassed the teacher or the mentor. At this point in his career, Stephen A. is a better version of Skip Bayless. Now, you could argue that Skip Bayless had helped Stephen A. out in order for Stephen A. to climb to where he's at, yes. But also you can go to argument the other way that Skip Bayless needed a real dance partner such as Stephen A. Smith, because guess what? Before Stephen A. Smith, they had a blunt rotation with Jalen Rose. I believe Rob Parker was on there a lot too. But a lot of other columnists or, sports writers would come on, but Stephen A. was just the most entertaining one. He was just the funniest one, and he'd call Skip out on his BS. See, another point that I want to bring up too is the fact that Stephen A. is very, very close friends with Shannon Sharpe. And I'm telling you right now, I want to see what the text messages, what the calls are, because trust me, they are not saying good things about Skip Bayless. I'm being real. Skip Bayless is so volatile and such a troll that he takes his job so seriously. He takes the trolling to huge levels, willing to burn bridges. The Jalen Rose fiasco, man. You know what I mean? Him going off on Shannon relating to Tom Brady. Ironically, I believe Tom Brady might be halfway the reason that Skip is fired right now. And yes, he is fired. I'm not capping. Let's stop playing. Marcellus Wiley broke it down perfectly. Tom Brady is the highest paid dude at Fox Sports, right? He's going to be doing commentary. The budget had to be cleared up, and they're paying, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, $10 to $12 million to Skip Bayless per year. But Skip is not delivering the goods. What are the goods? The ratings, dog. What did I say at the beginning of the video? If you are not getting the ratings, you're not getting the revenue, you're not getting the money. Nobody's having fun. Essentially, you're getting fired. I don't know how I can rhyme that. I don't think I can rhyme that. I'm not even going to try to rhyme that. The fact is, this old-ass 73-year-old nigga got fired. I don't know what other way to say it, man. That might be crude, rude, or whatever you want to say. But he got fired because he did not bring ratings. I'm sorry to say. And guess what? If Stephen A. didn't bring ratings to First Take, he'd get fired too. Man, they fired like half of, ESPN talent to bring in Pat McAfee. Why? Pat McAfee brings in revenue. He brings in ratings. He moves the needle, man. I'm sorry. This is not a volunteer charity business. This is the money-making business, man. And the ratings, whether you like it or not, are king. So, overall, something I want to agree with Stephen A. is that, Skip is not a failure, not in the slightest. To be working full-time and be competitive in a genre you started is in your 70s, in your 72 years old, is not only impressive, it is extremely rare. Now, do I think that ESPN could go over Stephen A. and hire Skip for another show? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Could Skip find himself in another industry or another network other than FS1 or ESPN? Absolutely yes. I don't think Skip is going to really kill it in the podcast game, but I think he could be set up in something else. CBS Sports, something. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's Big J TV, man. We are not going to see Stephen A. and Skip. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Big J TV, I'm out.